mention in your lectures that anyone who turns in friendship and alliance with the Zionists will belong to them and will not be Muslim. This is not me. No, I didn't say that. This is the Quran. And the Quran is the supreme authority, the absolute authority in Islam. When the Quran speaks, everyone must submit to it. Everyone. And it is in the Quran that Allah says about a Jewish-Christian alliance. Ba'aduhum awliya'u ba'd. A Jewish-Christian alliance. Ba'aduhum awliya'u ba'd. And Allah says, when you see that alliance taking place, do not turn to them with friendship and alliance. لَا تَتَّخِذُوا الْيَهُودَ وَالنَّصَارَ أَوْلِيَاءَ. If you do that, وَمَنْ يَتَوَلَّهُمْ مِنْكُمْ, if you turn to them with friendship and alliance, if you're taking weapons from them, or from their client state, which is Saudi Arabia and Qatar, وَمَنْ يَتَوَلَّهُمْ مِنْكُمْ فَإِنَّهُ مِنْهُمْ. You no longer belong to us, the world, the Muslim community, the Ummah of Muhammad alayhi salatu. You left the Ummah of Muhammad alayhi salatu and you now belong to them. That is what Allah has said in the Quran. I didn't say it. Since Iran also gave their weapons for money and made a deal, so is it correct to say that there's no difference between Iran and Saudi Arabia? Oh no. Oh no. Saudi Arabia is a part of the Judeo-Christian alliance. Saudi Arabia is a client state of the United States of America. It is the American kingdom of Saudi Arabia, like you have the American Republic of Pakistan. Iran, on the other hand, is resisting them. What Iran did was, they said to Iran, you must not have nuclear weapons. And Iran said, no, we are not having nuclear weapons. We don't want nuclear weapons. They had a treaty called the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, which is in conflict with the Sharia, conflict with the Quran. The Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty is in conflict with the Quran. The Quran says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وَعِدُّوا لَهُمْ مَا اسْتَطَعْتُم مِّن قُوَّةٍ وَمِن رِبَاطِ الْخَيْلِ تُرْهِبُونَ بِهِ عَدُوَّ اللَّهِ وَعَدُوَّكُمْ. Build power, says Allah. Build power to the maximum extent that you can possibly build it. He's talking about military power. The purpose for building military power to the maximum extent possible is not to oppress. No. Not to wage unjust war. No. Not to dominate people and force their submission to you. Not to establish your hegemony over others. No. Well, then why does Allah command you to build power? Maybe Iran was not studying the Quran sufficiently well. Allah says, "Turhibuna bihi adu Allah." The reason why Allah wants you to build power to the maximum extent you can possibly build it is so that that power might function as a deterrence. Yes. If you have power, they will think 1,000 times before they attack you. Oh yes, they'll be scared to attack you. The consequence of attacking you will be tremendous for them. So it's only when they throw caution to the winds and they say, okay, now we'll have the Armageddon, only then they'll attack you, knowing that in the process they will also be destroyed. But they don't care. But Iran did not study the Quran properly. No, I have to say that to Iran. By making this deal in Geneva, that we will do this and do that and do that in return for your taking off your economic sanctions. Iran was in conflict with the Quran, but Iran did not become a client state of the United States of America. Saudi Arabia is most certainly a client state of the United States of America. The reason why they have not attacked Korea as yet. The reason why the Zionists and NATO have not attacked Korea as yet is because Korea has done that, what Allah has asked for in the Quran. Korea has devoted itself. Korea and Pakistan were born about the same time. And when Korea and Pakistan were born, Pakistan was wealthy and Korea was poor. Korea has devoted itself to building power to the maximum extent possible. To the south, of course, of Korea, there's a client state that call themselves South Korea, but they should call the American Republic of Korea. We're talking about the real Korea, not the American Republic of Korea. The real Korea has developed power to the maximum extent that they could possibly develop it. That's why they hate Korea, the way they hate Zimbabwe, the way they hate Venezuela. They hate Korea because Korea has power. They know that if they attack Korea, the consequences will be horrendous for them. That's why they have not attacked Korea as yet, you see. And Iran should have learned this lesson. But no, Iran did not learn this lesson. Iran has turned away from the Quran on this subject. So sorry for Iran.